Nisa Chamo Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhautame Bhora Mama Muttara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varadane Shri Ramanama Varadana Onnama Iti Shri Maheshwara Sutrani Ayun Rulrak Ayong Ayauch Hayavarat Lanya Nyamangananam Jabain Gadadash Jabagadadash Kapha Cha Cha Tha Cha Cha Tav Kapai Shashasar Hal Iti Maheshwara Sutrani. Okay. Now, last time we introduced number 60, Shashtitama Shlokaha. Shena Paksha Paridhusaralakaha Sanjameka Rudirardra Vasasaha Angana Ivarjasvala Dishono Babhuvir Ravalokana Kshamaha. So one more time. Shena Paksha Paridhusaralakaha Sanjameka Rudirardra Vasasaha Angana Ivarjasvala Dishono Babhuvir Ravalokana Kshamaha. Avalokana Kshamaha. So I think also one thing I forgot, I think Rashmi asked the question last time about this. We look at this Avyayam no. So how do we know which it belongs to in the Chadi Gana or wherever it is? One more thing you can do is that you can look at the Avyaya Kosha. If you have the Avyaya Kosha, it is definitely a book which is worth having, and that will tell you also what makes this particular term an Avyayam. So in what Gana it might be, or give you some details as to how it becomes an Avyayam. In fact, if you give me a second, look at what it says about there also that, and also at the end of volume 1 of the Bhaimi Vyakhya, of course, you also have an Avyaya Kosha over there also. So there's a couple of places you can look quickly to see what, you can also go to Ganapatha, but this might be quicker to look in the Avyaya Kosha and see what it says. So if you go to Avyaya Kosha, of course it's in the Akaradi Suchi. So let's see. If you look at the Avyayam no, we're looking at that last time. We saw the Sutram Oath, which gives it the Pragriya Sanya. But let's see what the Avyaya Kosha has to say about the which Gana this might belong to. So, okay, let's see. No. Okay, no belongs to the Chadi Gana. So, Chadi. Chadayo Sattve. So, if you recall from last time, we talked about Avyaya just briefly. In the Ashtadhyaya, there are only 5 rules which give the Avyaya Sanya. There are only 5 rules. And they come in 1137 to 41. Other 5 rules which talk about the Avyaya Sanya. 1137 to 41. Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam. Taditascha Sarva Bhakti. Kridme Jantaha. Tvatosun Kasanaha Avyaya Bhavascha. So one of them here is, it says that Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam. So what is the Swaradi Gana? And also anything which has a Nipata Sanya, they become Avyayani. Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam. Now that rule leads us to what are Nipatas. And so we have to go to 1456 onwards, gets the Nipata section. So Pragrishwaran Nipataha. Pragrishwaran Nipataha. And the very first sutram is Chadayo Sattve. These Chadi words, Cha, etc. words, they get the Nipata Sanya. And then once that happens, then we can, so by 1457, we can, we get the word like Cha, etc. And no is apparently in that list. Now all these ganas are what they call Akriti Ganaha. Akriti means Akritya Ganyatiti Akriti Ganaha, which means that it is not a complete listing. That list is expandable. You can expand that list to fit the Shishta Prayogaha. So when scholars use certain terms, if you don't find it in the Chadi Ganaha, but it should belong in there by the properties that it has, then you can include that in that Ganaha. Of course, for us the Vyakhyanam is Asmakam Sharanam. So in the Vyakhyanam they will give which Gana this word should be. If you look at the Chadi Gana and the Ganapatha or in Kashika, you may not find the word no in there. But you can still include that if it fits the properties of that Gana. So Chadayo Satve, that means the Nipata Sanya, and after that, so that's 1457, and after that we can go to 1137. So we just put in the document. So last time I mentioned that how to find out, this Avyam belongs to which Gana. So Avya Kosha is a very good place. Also, we can go to Vaimi Vyakhya, Prathama Khande, Charama Bhage, in the last part of Vaimi Vyakhya, volume 1. Very nice Avya Kosha given there also. A couple of places that you can go. So, okay, so this no is by 1457, Nipat Sanya, and then 1137 gets the Avya Sanya. This is just from last time we were talking about this term no. Okay, let's continue. Now this is the Upama is coming here. So he's comparing these Dishaha. All in Upama, Upameya, compare the Vibhaktis. That should be a regular habit for us now. That whatever, it doesn't have to be the same gender number, but whatever is in Prathama Vibhakti in the Upama, then you can know that that is the Upama for whatever is the Prathama Vibhakti in the Upameya, that's the thing which is being compared. So Dishaha. Dishaha is actually the Prathama Bahuvachanam of Pratipadikam Dish. Pratipadikam is dish. Dish is to direct, but dish also means a direction, the Pratipadikam. So Dishaha Anganaha Iva Babhuvaho. So the directions look like women, look like women. Anganaha. This term Angana also is an interesting term. A lot of these terms you can figure out how they came from. Angana you will not suspect, but this word Angana is actually takes the Angam, of course is a limb, but it is in the Muthubartha Pratyaya. This Na Pratyaya which has come after this Angana is interestingly enough comes in the Muthupadikaraha. Now this Mathu Pratyaya, as we also I think have seen a few times, comes in some special meanings, even though the Mathupadikara starts from 5294. 5294, it says Tadasyasti Asminniti Matuppa. So as a general definition is that one who has that, or in that this thing, or in him, that this thing, or in him or in it, this thing can be found. So one who has that, or in him that can be found, the Pratyaya Matup can be used. But this Matup is used in some special meanings, to convey some special meanings. Like the example you give is Hanuman, right? Hanuman is, Prashasta Hanuho. Yes, Saha. It's one who has a special jaw. All of us will not be Hanuman. So these special meanings are given in the Vyakhyanam on 5294. Again, right now we're talking about the word Angana. How the word Angana came from, just to give you a flavor of how this Matupadikaraha is used in various places. We might not even suspect, because where the Pratyaya Matup is not in this word at all. Because Angana, where is the Matup? There's no Mat or what, anything like that. But this Matup has many flavors. In Matupartha Pratyaya has many flavors. So, and some of them are interesting ones. If you look at 5294, look at the Vyakhyanam, it says Bhumaninda Prashamsasu Nitya Yoge Atishayane Samsarge Asti Vivakshayam Bhavanti Matupadyaha. So Matu Pratyaya is coming from special meanings. One of the meanings is Prashamsa. Prashamsa. So not one who has any joy, I believe Hanuman, one who has a Prashasta Hanuhu, one who has a special job. So same thing here, the word Angana that we have, it says Prashastani Angani Yasyaha. You should say, no, it's not a Bahuvri compound, but Prashastani Angani Asyaha Santi Iti Angana. So one who has special limbs, these beautiful limbs are is called Angana. It's a woman. Angana means a woman. So now how did the na come from now? So we have to go to this section and see if I have, maybe it might be this one. Let's see. It is because we have to find one sutram, and this is 5274, where we can get this pratyaya na in Matuparthe. If you can find that, then we can make the word Angana with that. Angana. So now this, as I said, they come in many varieties, and we have to now search to see if we can see some pratyaya na coming over there to make the form Angana. I think this might be this one. Yes, I think it's 5 to 100. Just look at the 5 to 100 just quickly. It says Lomadi, Pamadi, Pichadibhyaha, Shanelachaha, Shanelachaha. So there are these three ganas, Lomadi gana, the Pamadi gana, and the Pichadi gana. And they take Yathasankham respectively the Sh, Na, and Ilach as the in Matubarte, Matubarte Pratyaha. So Matub Arthe, and also Matub also can be used. So the word Lomashaha. Lomashaha, there was a rishi called Lomashaha, is one who had a lot of hair. So not only Prashamsarthe, but it can also be Atishayane, so one who has something excessive, like a word Goman. Goman doesn't mean one who has one or two cows. Goman, one who has a lot of cows, is called Goman. So same thing here, Lomashaha is one who has a lot of hair, a Lomashaha. But then it also says, Angat Kalyani. So one who has, beautiful limbs or good limbs also gets the word Angana. With the Pratyaya Na comes, and of course, if we use in the feminine, we have to use Ajadyata Shtap to add the A along to that and make it Angana. Angana. So these are the different ways that the Madhu Pratyaya can manifest itself. So this 5 to 100 is used to form the word Angana. So 5 to 100, let's just put a note over there for just as a little bit of side tracking. But if you want to form the word Angana, you have to use 5 to 100 for Pratyaya Na, and also, of course, then Ajadyata Shtap, and then also use the Akasami Dirgha as usual. So Anga plus Na plus A, Angana. Angana will become that. Okay, so let's go back to Shloka. Just interesting side information. So the comparison is Dishaha, Anganaha iva, Babhuvaho. Babhuvaho means they became, the directions became like a woman. Then Yajasvalaha Anganaha iva. Women in their periods is what it means. So Rajasvalaha. Rajas is always, some of these words are double meaning words. Rajas also means dust. Just means dust. So he gives in the Vyakhyanam, he gives Syad Rajaha Pushpamartavam. Pushpamartavam is the Artha means Ritu, means at the periodical, I guess, if you look at, in fact, let's look at Arte, what he gives for Pushpa. He'll give a couple of meanings in there. So now this word has been used in double meaning. Double meaning means that the directions were dusty, and the woman with impurities, that's what is called the Rajasvala has different meanings. Let's see what Apte gives for the word Pushpa. I think he might give another meaning here. Pushpa. Because Pushpa is a common word, so we can get a lot of meanings. But let's see. I think one of them should be fitting our context. That's what Amarkosha has given. So let's see. Pushpa. Okay, Pushpam. Okay, let's look at that. So, see, the second meaning. So, first meaning is flower or blossom, which of course we all know. Second meaning he gives is menstrual discharge. So that is Pushpavati. So there's less common meaning, but it is also used. So menstrual discharge also is called Pushpa. So this is what Malinatha gives in the Tika. The Tika Malinatha gives is Rajaha Syad Rajaha Pushpam Artavam. Is the periodic menstrual discharge is called Pushpam. Nityamaraha. So this is a double meaning has been used. Rajasvala means it's qualified the Dishaha as well as the Anganaha. Rajasvalaha. Now also one more comment he makes is that this Pratyaya also, this Valash Pratyaya, this also Matubharta Pratyaya. In the interesting thing, so he has put these two words Kalidasa has used, Anganaha, that Na Pratyaya also is a Matubharta Pratyaya. So as this one also, Valach Pratyaya, Rajasvalaha, also has been used in Matubharte. So kind of nice back-to-back. Matub had to recognize in both places. The Sutram also Malinatha gives, he gives the Vigraha Vakyam first, Rajaha, Dhulihi. In the case of Dish, if you apply to Dishaha, it means Dhulihi. So Jajaha equals Dhulihi, Asamasti. Asam asti iti rajasvalaha. Now when you see Asam asti iti, then immediately in your mind you have to link that with 5294. See, all these Vigraha Vakyani, they are canned formulas, They are loaded terms, technical derivations, so to speak. So when you say Asam asti iti, when you see this word asti iti, just so make a note of this, please. When you see asti iti in the Vigraha Vakyam for Tadhita Prayogaha, then immediately think of 5294, which you just saw just now. Tadasya asti asminiti. So asya asti. Of course, asya is eka vachanam, but it can be, of course, any vachanam, any lingam. So it can mean asam asti iti. So that points to this sutram, tadasya asti asminiti matup. Of course, he will not give sutra number. I mean, in this case, he's given sutra number because it's special pratyaya. But you have to be ready to spot these Vigraha Vakyani. So Rajaha equals Dhulihi. This is first given Paryaya Shabda. One of the main purposes of this class is to how to read the Tika, how to read the Vyakhyanam. That is the main purpose of this class. If you can read the Vyakhyanam and make sense of, because it has a kind of a format that we have to get used to. It has a format. And if you can understand that format and the style, then that is your entrance into pretty much anything that you want to read. So Rajaha equals Dhulihi and Asam asti iti Rajasvalaha. Then he gives the form Rajas Krishya Suti Parishado Valach iti Valach Pratyaya. So he gives 52112. Of course, the moment you see this number 52112, we know that from 5294 to the end of 5.2 is the Matu Prakaranam. As I said, the more knowledge you have of the Ashtadhyayi topography, Ashtadhyayi map, Ashtadhyayi structure, whatever you call it, that puts you in a more powerful position to track down these rules and to connect, and to make a quick assessment of what is being talked about. So 52112. Let's look at 52112. Any sutra which Marinatha gives, we have to make sure we understand what he's trying to say. So 52112, and why is he bothering to give us that? Because his Valach is not easily recognizable as a Muthupartha Pratyaya. Most will not be recognized. The Krishi Valaha. Krishi Valaha is a farmer. Krishi means Krishi means the profession of farming. So Krishi is agriculture. So one who has that is Krishi Valaha. So one who has a farm and does farming is Krishi Valaha. So if you look at the word Krishi, it's also because this is the same sutram. The same sutram comes from the word Krishi also. If you look at Krishi, let's look at Krishi for a second, just interesting. So Krishi Valaha, which is a farmer, comes from this same sutram. If you look at Krishi itself, let's see here. Okay, Krishi. Krishi is plowing agriculture. So one who has that is Krishi Valaha. Let's look at 52110. It says Rajas Prabhutibhyaha Pradipadikebhyaha Malashpatyayo Bhavati Matvarthe Rajas Vala Stri. He gives that. Krishi Valaha Kutumbi, and so on. So if you take Sutadasya Aspiniti Matup, so one that has Rajas is Rajas Vala. It's an adjectival form. So Rajas Valaha is qualifying Dishaha, qualifying Anganaha. That's why it has become Stilinge Prathama Bahuvachanam. So if you look at this one, there's one interesting point here also we need to note. We take the word Rajas and of course add the Pratyaya Su, because Tadasya Asti in that sutram, that the Tad is Prathama Ekvachanam, one who has that. So Rajas plus Su, Pratyaya Valach has been added. This is by, I think the number that we saw was, let's see, the number that we saw is 52110, 52110, Tadasya Asti Asmin Niti Matub, and then this sutram is, not 52112, Rajas Krishya Suti Parishado Valach. So 52112. Let's put that. Now one sutram that we need now is that when the moment you are a pratyaya which is tadita pratyaya, the subset of the swadi pratyaya, then the angam either get the bhasanya or it might get the padasanya. By these two sutras which are coming in 1417, 1418, swadishva sarvanamasthane yachibham. This particular case, the pratyaya is valach. The angam gets the padasanya by swadishva sarvanamasthane. The question then is that if you got the padasanya, then this sandhi should become like what? Namo Narayanaya sandhi. Should become rajo valaha. Rajo vala. How come you got rajas vala is the question. I hope you understand. Let me repeat this one more time. When you add sadhita pratyaya, the angam will get either padasanya or bhasanya. If the pratyaya begin with any other consonant except yakara, angam will get the padasanya by swadishva sarvanamasthane. If the pratyaya begin with either yakara or a ach, a vowel, then angam will get the bhasanya. So swadishva sarvanamasthane and yachibham. So in this particular case, we have a vakaradi pratyaya. So then we're going to get, angam is going to get the padasanya. The padasanya, if you get, this should get the same sandhi as, let's say, Rama vadati becomes Ramo vadati. Then how come in this case we did not have rajo valaha? How come we got rajas valaha? What do you think, when any guesses when? So try this one. What could it be? So rajas plus vala. Remove the letters first. So in first of all, the entire saditanta rupam will get the pradipadika sanya by krit sadita samasascha. So while Ven is thinking, we can do this easy operations, and then we can do the supo dhatu pradipadika yoho. Within the pradipadikam, a sup cannot stay from. And of course, by halantyam, the chakara valach is an by halantyam. Okay, now is sandhi time. For angam is bhasanya, should have padasanya. By the rules that we normally use, angam should have the padasanya. You should have to sasaju shoruhu, then hashicha, then do adgunaha, make it rajo valaha with the wrong form. What do you think, Ven? Any guesses, Ven? Try.
No.
Okay, where would you look? If you want to look, where would you look? What would be possible here? This look would be under yachibham. See, there is a sutram which maybe gives the bhasanya for us back. As simple as that. Then there's one place to look. I mean, I happen to know the answer. That's what I'm saying contrary. But one place to look, see maybe something is because if you want to, if it's a padasanya, we have a problem. So maybe we can avoid the padasanya. If you look at yachibham, the next sutram says taso matvarthe. Taso matvarthe. Very next sutram. So if you have a matvartha pratyaya, in this case valach is qualifying for that. The angam is sakaranta or sakaranta. The sakaranta. So in which we do have rajas, we have. So therefore, that angam gets the bhasanya back again now. So now we don't have to do any of the sasaju shoruhu and all those rules cannot come into play. So taso matvarthe. Remember this system. Taso matvarthe. Yes.
How do swadishva asarvanamasthane, right?
Yes, asarvanamas, correct. So valach is not sarvanamassthanam. Sarvanamassthanam is only, she sarvanamassthanam.
Oh, so it applies to only the valach. I thought it applies to the srup.
No, remember, sarvanamassthanam is a sanya for the pratyaya, not for the angam.
Oh.
So we have to ask ourselves, is valach sarvanamasthana pratyaya? It is not. Because only in the she sarvanamassthanam in napumsakalinge, athva su out just out. Is stilinge pullinge. So
I was confused because of the su pratyaya. Sorry.
No, su pratyaya came for rajas, not for the valach. Because su pratyaya is going to take a look, so that's already gone. So, yes, that's a good point. But now we talk about the valach pratyaya. That is the one. So 1419 is important. Sutram taso matvarthe. This sutram is not always followed. I think I mentioned to in this class. I think look at the Lalita Sahasranama Stotram, Ojo Vati Chidhara, Ojo Vati. Now look at that one now, Ojo Vati. Now there Ojas is the Pratipadikam. Should have become Ojasvati, shouldn't it? That Vatu Pratyaya has been used, and how come we got Ojovati? So that's another. It's for those of you who chant the Atharva Shisham, maybe. If you look at the Pulashruti, Atharva Shisham Pulashruti, it says Yashovan Bhavati. So Medhavan Bhavati. Yashovan Bhavati, right? Yashovan. The Pratipadikam Yashas. Should become Yashasvan, not Yashovan. So this Sutra of Panini Tasomatvarthe sometimes is not honored. You have to be ready for that. Okay. Really, when the Vatu Pratyaya is there, it seems like for some reason it is not, especially in the language. But we do say Yashasvini, Tapasvin. So then in those places it is honored in those places. It's not always ignored. In certain particular forms, particularly when Vatu is used, it may not be, may not all the time be followed. And I think it comes in a couple of places. I think, yeah, Ojovati definitely comes in Lalita Sahasranamastutam. Ojovati. Okay, let's look at Tasomatvarthe Vyakyanam quickly. So we have to use that. So there are subtle aspects. As I mentioned to you many times, if you apply the rules that you do know, and you're coming with the wrong answer, that is a stepping stone for you to get the next rule now. So apply the rules that you know fearlessly. That's the learning when you learn Panini Vyakaranam. You don't have to be afraid of saying, well, the rules that I know so far, unless I'm missing something, this should not be the correct form, because this rule should have done that. Like we just did that. The rule Swadishva Sarvanamasthani, we all should know. We should definitely know 1417, 1418 at the top of our head. And if you apply those two rules, then we get the wrong form. So now there must be something else, something stopping. We have to investigate. And that's how we get the new form. This is how you expand the boundaries of your learning. Is you apply the rules that you know, like you do in mathematics or science anywhere, and the equation that you know, and they give the wrong answer. So now there must be some other equation somewhere else, some other property that is causing this correct answer. So next time you are, and of course, as you use this new sutram 4, 5, 10, 15 times, so that becomes a part of your regular, tool bag, so to speak, and then you go from there. So Tasomatvarthe, let's look at 1419. Let's see what it says. Tasomatvarthe. It says, okay, bham iti vartate. So the bha sanya is got takarantam, sakarantam shabda rupam, matvarthe pratyaya. Matvarthe, matvarthe, which means any pratyaya from 5294 to the end of 5.2. If that follows, matvarthe pratyaya parataha bha sanyam bhavati. We use the word yashasvi or payasvi. Okay, so let's put that in the document. So 1419 was required here. So to get the form, and then use 1419. So to get the bhasanya, and therefore, hence you don't have to do the sasajusha ruhu. They all require the padasanya to be there. So this first. So rajas vala is an adjective now. Is a double meaning in the shloka. The dishaha rajas valaha is say dhuli matyaha. That those which have dusty, and then the anganaha pushpavatyaha, pushpavati. Pushpavati, of course, it also doesn't have to mean a woman in the periods, because pushpavati can also may mean Lakshmi also, okay, let us continue. So that is the whole imagery of this shloka. Now he has put these two more terms over here. It's an interesting, poetry. Let's take one of them. Shena paksha paridhusaradakaha. Now he is making the directions look like these women in their periods. So that is how he is making the comparison. So now Shena paksha. Shena is a hawk. It's a kind of bird. So as you read this text, you can also expand your vocabulary. So Shena paksha paridhusaradakaha. So pakshi visheshaha. Shena pakshaha. So Shenasya pakshaha, very straightforward. Paksha is a wing. Shena pakshaha eva paridhusaraha alakaha. Okay, now you try this one when you try this compound for us. Make some brackets over here. It's a nice long compound. I'll get you started. Look at the last part here. Yasam taha, tathok taha. So what does it tell you? The whole compound is what when?
Yasam is.
It's a Bahubali compound. It's a Bahubali compound because of the fact that the yat tat construct has been used over here.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yat tat that's again a can formula. The can formula. So when we say yasya saha, yasyam saha, yena saha, yasam, so immediately you have to know Bahubali compound. Bahubali compound. Okay. Actually, Rashmi is asking me if we can get the meaning of the word Shena, where the word Shena came. So where would you look when the question for you is where to get the meaning of the word Shena? First of all, you can start by, it's a good exercise, let's just maybe spend a couple of minutes and see how to find the answers to questions. We need to have a class on this. Once we have a class on how to find the answers. So question is coming to you when you have all the books at your disposal now. Is how to find the derivation of the word Shena. You can start from Apteji. Let's start from Apteji. Let's see what Apteji is.
Yeah, first immediately Apteji.
Let's see. Well, let's take one step at a time.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get the word in Shena. As I said, for those of you who chant the Devi Mahatmya by any chance, this word Shena comes in the Devi Mahatmya. Shenanukarina Pranan Muchushuddha Shardanaha. Shenanukarinaha. These Daityas were like hawks, imitating hawks. The word Shena doesn't come in Gita. It comes in Devi Mahatmyam. Shenanukarina Pranan Muchushuddha Shardanaha. So Shena. Apparently Shena also means a different. Okay, let's see Shena. Okay. It means a white color. Also whiteness, a hawk, a falcon, violence, a horse, any kind. It comes from dhatu shyai. You got the answer here. The dhatu shyai and the pratyaya inan. Unadi pratyaya 2.45. Now you have to look at what does dhatu shyai mean. So unadi 2.45 gives the answer. So once you got the unadi kosha number, when you look at Unadi Kosha, Unadi Kosha, as I said to you, is on the fringe of, these, between the words which, do they have any etymology or not? So Unadi Kosha means that they are words which are really can be taken, given as is. But if you want to make etymology out of it, then you can, Shena Kapoor, the story, yes, correct. Yes, that's also there. The Shena is a hawk. I think this is in the Bhagavata Puranam. So yes, Shena comes in a Shena, unfortunately not in Gita, but it does come in a few places. Let's look at Unadi Kosha 2.45. See what it has to say. 2.45. One more thing about this. Some of these okay, Shena is 2.47 in my book. So Shenaha, which says Shyayati Gacchati iti Shenaha Pakshi Bhedova. So it is in the sense of Shyayati Dhatu Shyayati Gacchati iti Shenaha. So one who moves, I guess, moves fast is Shenaha. So Dhatu Shyai was used. Pratyaya was inan. So you want to how do you get this form? So Shyai plus inan, you want to clear for us? So let's take the one sutram that if you know you'll know the answer to the question. What could it be? Let me ask Rashmi. Does she know? Let me see. She's helping us out. Rashmi, can you help us maybe?
No, Satish, I'm not very familiar with the rules or anything yet.
Let us try. Well, this is the rule for today, okay? Rule for today. It's an important rule.
Shai means I.
Shai plus, I want to add the pratyaya inan. and I want to get the form shenaha. You can work from both sides, you know. So, of course, inan means the halantyam, nakarasya it sanyatasya lopaha. So we can get the word ina. Now, in this case, you know, shay plus in as such will not give us shenaha, will it? Because so Rashmi, do you know any Ashsandhi rules so far?
Little bit, Sandhi rules, yes.
Okay, now what sutram would you use? By the rules that you know, between I followed by an Ach, what sutram can you think of?
Shay.
That's
Aya?
Echo Yava. Echo Yava.
Yeah.
So the I will become I, won't it?
Hi. Shaya. Shiayana. Shiayana.
So that will give us a wrong form. So now we need some rule which will hopefully change the Shai to something else. What would you want to have there, Rashmi, if I gave you a choice? What would you like to change the I to what letter or letters to give you the right form?
The I to A, maybe? The I to A?
No, A won't, because if you get A, you'll again have to go to Echoyava.
Oh, yeah.
I should become A for some reason.
Very good. I should become a varnaha.
Yeah.
Then you can use ad gunaha, can't you?
Yeah.
So if you can get the I to become to become a akara atva akara, tari asmakam karyam kritam. Then we got it. Now you can work from both sides. What I'm trying to say is you can reverse engineer these forms, you know. You can reverse engineer. So you know the dhatu is shay, Apte gave you that. Pratyaya inan he gave. So now all you need is to figure out, and you know the final answer is shay now also. And you know the sutram ad gunaha you also know, right? So if you can get the I to become a varnaha, then your job is done. So this sutram we should repeat in the class many times. Then any chance?
Oh.
No?
Why did I become A?
Okay, one more time. Then any dhatu ending in an H letter.
Oh.
What is the H letter? A, O, I, O. And
Yeah.
that immediately becomes
A guy become God. Yeah.
If the pratyaya following, if unless this change is only stopped, if a pratyaya which has talavya shad it follows. One more time. An ajanta dhatu. Ajanta means ending in A, O, I, O. Like a dhatu like Jai, you know, dhatu like Gai, you know, all these dhatus are like that. So like a word like dhyanam, ganam, in all these places, what happens is that this ajanta dhatu takes the akara adesha, alontyasya. And this operation does not take place only if you know a pratyaya is going to come, which has a talavya as an it. In this case, the pratyaya inan is coming. There is no question of the talavya as an it in this case. So unless the talavya shakara is in shit pratyaya is following, only in that case, akara adesha na bhavati. Anyatha, echa sthane, akara adesha. Sutram is 6145, Rashmi, for 6145. 6145 is, you know, what happens is that right now these sutras are very disconnected for you, right? But you will get to a point, maybe in a year or two, maybe even if it takes 3 years, you will then feel confident that you have some home base. You have your basic bag of sutras, you know, that you can operate and you are confident with those. Once you get to that stage, then it's fun, because then you can quickly expand, you can add. Of course, sometimes some might drop off the bag. You can put them back into practice. But you need to get to the stage where you say, okay, now I know some basic rules, which I'm confident of applying. So I should be able to say with 100% confidence that this is not this sutra that I know. I don't know what it is, but I know this is not Rama Shabda. Even if you can say that much, but that should be with 100% confidence. So because I know the sutra that I'm applying has these conditions. Those conditions are not applying here. That is how we learn Panini Vyakaranam. Is that even if you know 20 rules, 25 rules, whatever 50 rules, you know, you can say that this is not one of those 50 rules. I checked them all, doesn't apply. Or maybe the apavada might be there, something might be there. So now give me the next rule. Okay, because you should have said, I know Echo Yava Yavaha. So that will give me the wrong form. So something else I need over here. I also know Adguna, I know that rule. So if I can somehow make the I into an Avarana, also I can get the job done. This much you should know with 100% confidence. And then after that, of course, this is a new rule for you. Adech Upadesha Shruti, very important rule. Adech Upadesha Shruti, Ad Echaha. So if it's Ejanta Dhatu, it gets Ad Adeshaha. It has to be Ejanta in the Upadesha. In the Dhatu part, it should be Ejantaha. For example, if they say Bhu becomes Bho by Gunaha, that will not qualify for this rule. That O or the I or the A should not come to any operation. It should be an original Ejanta Dhatu. Originally, Upadesha means originally in the Dhatu Pasha. So Dhatu we have Shain right now, that Dhatu is Shain the Dhatu Pasha itself. So that is Upadesha and Ashiti. As long as the Pratyaya which doesn't have, as long as the Pratyaya which is Tale Vishit as in it is not following. In every other, so basically this H immediately becomes A. And that is not done, only the Shit Pratyaya follows. So anyway, that's just some grammar. The more you can, take the Ashtadhyayi for a fun drive, it gives you some more knowledge. And for you, it's even easier. You can always ask. You can always post a question and ask, what happened here. Yes.
But is that the reason why in Shayati the Ayadesha is coming in, right?
So that was a Pratyaya Shab came in there. Yes, it's a good observation Vasu is making. The Virya Vakyam is given in the Unadi Kosha Tika is Shayati. Shayat, like Jayati. Like in Gita, Jayatu Vishayam Pumsa Sangati Shupajayate. Pratyaya Shab must be coming here probably. So in that case, in this Shayati, Pratyaya Shab came. That is the Shit Pratyaya. So there you get Echo Yava Yavaha. So you do not apply Adesha Upadeshiti in that case because Shap is following. So there Echo Yava Yava. It's very good, yes. You can check in which Gana this Dhatu comes if you want to check that. But it must be a Pratyaya. In fact, now you can even work backwards and say the fact that Echo Yava Yava has been applied means this Dhatu must be probably in the and you see an Akara there because Shayati, Shayati, So Shayati looks like Dhatu probably. Let's look at the meaning in Dhatu part. Dhatu Shyai. Shyai. Of course, Dhatus have various meanings, so it can, doesn't have to stick to even Dhatu part will give only one meaning. But yes, look at Dhatu Shyai. Shyai Gatau. Yes, it means Gatau. I guess one who moves, because so many Dhatu meaning of Gatau, but I think it probably has an extra meaning, one who moves fast. It's a Bhavadi Gana Dhatu. So yes, it's Shab Pratyaya. So in Shayati, because the Pratyaya Shab was falling, you could not use 6145, so there only Echa Yava Yavaha. But here, to get the form Shenaha, you of course get the Shena. So here you have to use 6145, followed by, of course, Adgunaha. So Sha plus inner Shena. Anyway, so Shena. So the imagery in the shloka was that I'm sorry, wrong page. Okay, so Shena. So anyway, when you want to try the remaining of this Vigraha Vakyam for us, his final thing is Bahuvrihi. Because Shena Pakshaha Eva Paridhu Saraha Alakaha Yasam Taha Tathoktaha. Tathoktaha means it also which of that kind, means it's an adjectival form. It's qualifying some other noun. It's qualifying from Dishaha. It's qualifying Dishaha. Okay. Now, you want to try this one? Which way we're going to put some brackets over here for us? How about Paridhu Saraha Alakaha? Whether into a Karmadharya compound?
Yeah,
Paridhu means gray.
I'm not getting the meaning, so I'm not able to do it. Yeah.
Okay, Paridhusara. Dhusara is a grayish, off-white.
Grayish.
Grayish. So Paksha is wing.
Okay.
Shena is a hawk.
Hawk, so wing.
So gray and Alaka is like locks of hair. Locks of
hair. Oh, okay.
Of hair. So Paridhusaraha Alakaha. Paridhusara Alakaha could be a nice Karmadharya compound. Means gray locks of hair. Gray Paridhusaraha. So And then okay, so we just we can collapse this bracket. So
Okay, so it's
here
Shena Paksha.
Shena Paksha, what you want to make with that? Simple Shashita Purusha?
Yeah,
Shena Nam
yeah,
Paksha?
yeah.
That should work, right?
Shena is Shena Sya, right? Shena.
So it says Shenasya. So Shenasya
Shenasya.
Pakshaha, Shena Pakshaha, Shashita Purushaha. And then the next thing is that, yeah. Then Paridhusaraha, Shena Pakshaha, Eva Paridhusaraha is Dhusara Varnaha, Alakaha, Yasamtaha. So this is a Bahuvri compound in which the wings of these hawks are imagined by the poet to be like the locks of hair of the woman. Woman means the directions have taken the form of woman. What is imagining? And the hawks flying around in this dust storm, their gray wings are appearing like the locks of hair, which are gray. Now, when you take the Nirasvala Nari, if you take it like that, the locks of hair are supposed to be gray because I guess not supposed to put makeup. And this is in the old days, during that time. So it says here because they're not supposed to oil their hair and put makeup and all that. So they, the hair is dusty. So the dusty hair being compared to the directions who have the dusty locks of hair with the flying hawks because of their wings. So the next one also similar thing. Sandhya Megha Rudirardra Vasasaha. So I'll give you do you understand the meaning here? Sandhya. Sandhya is Tadita from Sandhya.
Okay.
So it says Sandhya means of course the Sandhya is the joining time. So evening where basically where the day meets night, so to speak. Night means day. So Sandhi is to join. So so Sandhyayam Bhavaha is a Tadita Pratyaya from Sandhya. Sandhya plus probably An has been added. So Adividya becomes Sandhya. So it says Sandhyayam Bhavaha. So which occur at the evening time. So that is an adjective to Megha. So Sandhya Megha, we can immediately make a Karmadharya compound. Sandhya Megha. So let's look at the Vigraha Vakyam. So now, okay, a little bit of Vyakaranam for you. Is if you look at the, I'm looking at another detailed book over here, which Wayne gave me. It says Sandhya Megha is Sandhyayam Bhavaha. So when you see this word Bhavaha, they are also pointing to a sutram. Tatra Bhavaha. Tatra Bhavaha is a sutram. So these are all again technical terms. So if you have some Tatra Bhavaha, is 4343, one which occurs in that. And to recall, so 4353, and if you recall, we already saw that there is a default Pratyaha And, which Panini sets way back in Prag Divyato And. Prag Divyato And, this Pratyaya has been set way back from 4183 to 442 is Prag Divyato And. Again, as in Tadita forms, you will have required three things, just like in Kudanta also same thing. Any Pratyaya you add, you want to know what the Pratyaya is, in what meaning it comes, and which Prakriti can take the Pratyaya. So here the Pratyaya default is And. Only get the Pratyaya. Now the meaning is Tattva Bhavaha. So it can be applied in the sense of one which occurs at that time or place or in that thing. So now here we have Sandhya is the Pradipadikam and Sandhya plus the Pratyaya Ni plus take the Pratyaya An, Bhavaha. And now which Pradipadikam can take this as a default? It didn't restrict anything at all. So as a default, really any Pradipadikam as a starting point can be used to apply the Pratyaya An. But of course there are Apavadas below that. So some of these, if it's in this kind of Gana, this Gana Pradipadikam, put the Pratyaya Yat. So Digadibhyo Yat, word like, Antya, like alone gesture, right? Antya. The Pratyaya Yat, so one which occurs in the end is an ending letter, ending, Antya. Antyam is ending as an adjective. Anta has a noun meaning end. Antya is ending. So that's the next sutram. If it's in this kind of, Pujya Pratyaya Yat. But it's Tatra Bhava didn't put any conditions. So as a general rule, we can use that to justify these forms. One more thing is that in the entire Vyakaranasya Prayojanam is Shishta Prayoganam Samarthanam. So Shishta Prayoga, we should not randomly generate these forms just because Sutra only justifies Shishta Prayoga. So really it is like a, descriptive science. And prescriptive it can be, but with caution. We can generate our own form with caution. They have to be in line with the usages in the language. Otherwise, you can generate a lot of forms using Vyakaran Niyamaha. But they may not be valid forms. They'll almost be wrong. Because they say anabhidhana, they are not used. Those forms are not used. So even though form may be allowed by Vyakarana Drishtya, Tathapi anabhidhana ashuddham, which is not really to be, it's not a good form. So, but right now we are only justifying what Kalidasa has said. So Tattva Bhavaha, you can use, so let me put this number, this 4353, along with the Parag Divya to An, which we saw way back from, I think, 41, Parag Divya to An, 4183. So 4183, along with 4353, will give the form Sanya for us, Sanya. So again, there are some basic points, but it's, so take the word Sandhya, Sandhya, and then add the pratyaya Ni. Why Ni? Because he says Tatra Bhavaha, Saptami. So, and then add the pratyaya An. I think now we can do it. So 4183 gave place Pradivya to An. Then 4353 gave us Tatra Bhavaha. So after that, what is the next step? Remove these letters. Halantyam. Of course, as usual, we have to remove the Ni Pratyaya because the entire Samudaya gets the Pradipadika Sanya, Kutrita Samasascha, Supodhatu Pradipatikayoho. Ni Pratyaya will go away, and then the Nakara of An will go away. Then how do we do Adivruddhi? Any chance when? Adivruddhi?
Yes, Adivruddhi, yeah. I know the Adivruddhi, but I'm never just able to recall any numbers.
No, tell me Sutram at least. Can I give me Sutram? Andhyameva. Taditeshwa Shamadehe.
Yes.
Taditeshwa Shamadehe. You should start teaching when it's only book that you have now. Unless you see not do anything at all. The only way you can remember is by teaching, the only one. So you have to, even if you teach a very elementary class, doesn't matter. You still slowly start teaching somebody. So, Taditeshwa Shamadehe.
Yes, right.
So that is the sutram. So after that, okay, I'll give you one more chance. Redeem yourself. One more chance here. So 72117 was, say, if the Tadita Pratyaya follows, which has the Chavarga Panchama or Tavarga Panchama as in it, then the Adi Ash takes Vriddhi. Taditeshva Shamadehe. 117. Of course, we use the same two rules, 1 to 46, 1 to, to do the Lopa of the Ni Pratyaya. And of course, we use Halantyam also. And then one last rule, how about the Akara dropping? So, when any chance? This we use like many times.
That's Yachibam and Yasyati.
Yachibam, very good. Yachibam, Gangam gets Bhasanya. So this Akara has to drop over here. So we get the Bhasanya by Yachibam and followed by what?
Yasyati.
Yes, Cheticha. Very good. So, which means that if you use Sutram enough times, when will get it? So,
19,000
already got this one. So what is Yachibham? Because the Pratyaya is Ajadi Pratyaya, the Angam gets Bhasanya, and when the Angam gets Bhasanya, then 6448 says, Ivarnantasya Varnantas Sanskritya Lopasat, Taditya. So, Sanja Megha. Sanjayam Bhava Sanja Megha. This adjectival form. It's qualified Megha. So, means evening clouds. Sanja Megha Rudhira Ardhra Vasataha. Rudhira, of course, means blood. Ardhra means drenched or moist or wet. And Vasas comes in Gita, right? Vasansi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Grinnati Naroparani. So, Vasas should be familiar to you from the Gita. Chapter number 2 of Gita. Vasas comes in Gita. Look at the Vigra Vakyam. Sanja Megaha Eva Yudhirardrani Vasansi. yasamtaha, tathoktaha. Very similar construct. Again, Bahuvri compound. So, again, Bahuvri compound. This entire, so both these compounds are declined is Prathama Bahuvachanam Strilinge. So it is a Prathama Bahuvachanam Strilinge. So, even though Vasas is neuter, so it is this one going to be a, because it's Anyapada Pradhanatvam. Anyapada Pradhanatvam is now qualifying the Yishaha. So now Rudira Dhrani. What would be something straightforward? Maybe Titya Tatpurusha? Titya Tatpurusha about that? So Rudirena Shonitena Ardrani Klinnani Vasansi. So Rudira Ardra, you can collapse that compound, making it into a Titya Tatpurusha, drenched with blood. Drenched with blood. And that's qualifying the Vasas now. So that Ardra Vasas is a Karmadharya compound, means drenched clothes. So those who have clothes that are drenched with blood, and means qualifying the directions, the blood is in the form of these evening clouds. So Sanjamega, Evarudhira Dhrani. So actually, I take it back. The way they've done it is that the Sandra Mega, look at the Vigra Vakyam. Sanja Mega Eva Vasansi. So the directions have the clothes in the form of these clouds. The clouds are now orange. It's evening time. And those are like the blood-drenched clothes of a lady in her periods, woman in a period. So that is the whole image over here. So Sanjamega Rujiradra Vasasaha is the Sanjamegaha Eva Vasansi. You can collapse that. If you want to make it collapse it very down, can you give me a samasa with only two padas remaining now? Which one would you choose, Ven? Give me only two. Give me only a two-pada samasa.
Samasa with two words.
I want to collapse this big one into a small, simple one with only two padas in there.
I would keep Rudhira and Vasansi.
No. You definitely need Vasas. You need that. Definitely you need that.
Yeah, it will be red.
No. Only you can choose only one more. This is Meghaha Eva Vasansi Yasamtaha. Right? So those are directions or women. I guess direction in the form of women who have the clouds as their clothes. Now, what kind of clouds are they? Sanjamega.
Sandhya.
Evening clouds.
Oh,
What kind of Sandhya is an adjective, qualify Mega.
Right.
You can leave the adjective out if you want to simplify it.
Yeah, right.
And then the Vasas has also adjective, which is drenched. You can leave that out, Ardra. And Ardra has behind it the Rudhira, which is drenched with blood, drenched by blood. That whole thing can be left out.
Yes.
If you want to expand the compound, you should just make it Mega Vasasaha. Directions which have the clouds as their clothes. And what kind of clouds is the evening clouds? What kind of clothes is Adra Vasasaha, Adra Vasansi, Adrani Vasansi, drenched clothes, and then Ken Ardrani, Rudhirana Adrani. So they are drenched with blood. So that's the whole thing now. Then of course you give the sutra which you already saw, Rajas Krishya Stuti Parishada Valach. Rajas Valaha. So now he gives a double meaning. Rajas Rutumatyaha, Rutumati is Pushpavati. Rutumati means woman in her period. Ritu is also another word for that. Rutumati. Ritu also normally means season, but it also means a period. So Rutumati, Rutumatyanganaha Iva. Now he gives why this Rajas Valaha can go both ways. He quotes Amar Koshaha. So Rajas meaning is Dhuli iti Prasiddham, Prasiddhartha. So Dhuli is a well-known meaning of Rajas, impurity or dust, Rajo Gunaha also it can mean. But here it says Syad Rajaha Pushpam Artavam. Artavam is coming from where? Any guesses when? Artavam. From Ritu. Ritu gives Artavam. Adi Vruddhi.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ritu gives Artavam. Sadhita from Artavam. The periodic impurity. That is,
Oh.
so periodic discharge, pushpam artavam. So this is a periodic discharge also called rajaha. So that's what it means, pushpam artavam, from ritu, that is from ritu. Pushpam artavam,
Wow.
ityamaraha. So that's how he quotes, again, the Malinatha, any commentator, he always has to give, like any lawyer in the court, he wants to give a proof or a supporting documents for his case.
Yes.
Supporting documents in this case is the Shabdakosha, Vyakarana Shastram, etc. So he gives the supporting document, which is Amarkosha, Syad, Rajaha, Pushpam, Artavam. Okay? So then that completes that form. Avalokana Kshamaha. Avalokana, he gives Darshanarha. So he gives, which are in Avalokana Yogyaha. To Ksham. Ksham is to kind of forbear or tolerate. So one which can tolerate a look, which are darshanarha, which are fit, darshana yogyaha. So which are fit to be looked at. So these directions became such that they were not fit to be looked at. Avalokana kshamaha, darshanarha, na u babhuvahu. No. This no could have also been originally coming from na u. Like in Hindi we say nahi, right? Nahi. So nahi is like no, same thing. Na u becomes no. Of course, right now it's samudaya. We can really break it up, but it may have come from na u becoming no. No means indeed no. How about the English word no?
Yeah.
How about that? English word no is the same no. Na u becomes no. Indeed no is English no. So dashanarha no babhuvahu means they were not fit to be looked at. Fit to be looked at. We'll come to babhu in a second. Let's look at the commentary which he gives. Ekatra, in one case, drishti doshat. Ekatra means dikpakshe, in the sense of the
On the one hand.
No, Rashmi Shanno Mitraha is no. This is Asmabhyam or Asmakam. Rashmi, that Shanno Mitra Shamurna is the different.
It's the same Naha. That is Naha there.
Naha means Asmakam, or so may Mitra be give happiness to us, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Be conducive to our welfare. So there it is not this no.
So this no is only for negating in the negative sense, and this is the nipata we were talking last class, right?
Nipata is nipata, but the one that you are talking about is the asmakam.
The asmakam, no, okay.
Asmakam or asmabhyam also.
Satyajit?
Yes.
Yeah. Tani sevitavyani no itarani.
No itarani, yes. Very good. Vasu got a good one. Tetri Upanishad. No itarani. So only those which are approved actions, approved by the wise people. Tani sevitavyani. Only those should be practiced by you. No itarani, never others. Never others which are not approved by the elders. Tetri Upanishad, yes. In fact, there we can also see the Pragriya Sanya, right, Vasu? No itarani. The Sandhi has happened there.
Yeah, that Pragriha Sanya, yeah.
So good.
No Sandhikari.
Correct. So this because it is sutram we saw last time is that Samhita is there, but it says prakritya. It stays as it is. So this no will stay as it is when the ach follows is pratapragriya achinityam. I think 61125 you mentioned last class. Pratapragriya achinityam. So that's sutram why no itarani tetri Upanishad. In Gita, no iha, last shloka of chapter 17. Okay, let's go back to shloka. So here we have, he gives a ekatra. Means ekatra means in one case. In the case of the directions, drishti dosha, they spoil your eyes. Your eyes will get spoiled if you look at which is all dust flying around at evening time. If you look at them, they spoil your eyes. Or you cannot see them clearly. Parat in another case, in the other case, Shastra dosha iti vijneyam. You're not supposed to look at a woman in a period. So ekat paratra Shastra doshat. Ekatra dushti doshat. In one case you spoil your eyes. In another case it is against the Shastras. So that is why they were not fit to be looked at, is what he's saying. He gives another commentary. Atra rajo vrishti rupat utpataha. I think should be, yeah, utpata, correct. Uttaha. Utpata is like a calamity, like a danger. So rajo vrishti. So this is like a dust storm, or that is a storm. Vrishti means like raining of dust. Yeah, I guess dust storm is probably as close as you can get in English. So this is utpataha, rajo vrishti. When all of a sudden everything becomes dusty. This is the utpataha which is described, I guess, in somewhere. Okay, now babhuvuho. Babhuvuho. What is the form here? When can you give us from what lakar is used? Babhuvuho.
Yeah, that's lit.
Very good. Lit lakar. Okay. So let's get you started, When. You got the first step, correct?
Yeah.
Lit lakar. Huh? So here, of course, first thing is halantyam upadesha nasika it lasya tiptasji. What pratyaya is used here? When? Babhuvuho.
That's G.
G, very good.
So it's anti. Well, now it's lit, so it will us.
Will become us. Very good. Yeah, we're getting pretty far. Okay, good. So become who plus us. So let's see. So what first we use tiptasji. Vivaksha is Prathama Purushasya Bahuvachanam. So we got 6498. And then we use 3482.
82.
Nal atus. So Paraswai Padanam. Nal atus us. Thal atus. Nalvamaha. In Paraswai Padam, the lit pratyaha, tiptasji, etc., they get substituted outright by nal atus us, etc. Also, as I mentioned to you, lit lakara, 99% third person. 99% third. If it's not third person, then you can be almost sure not lit lakara. Why? Parokshe lit. Once upon a time. Anadjatane parokshe bhute lit. So 32115 sutram. Anavritti is coming down over there. This is the past tense, not of today. And which the speaker has not experienced. Which the speaker has not experienced. So it was more like, distant past, once upon a time. That is the typical meaning of lit. So in the Itihasa Purana, you see a lot of this lit lakasa. So now, parokshe lit. So pratyaya becomes us. Of course, anekash is sarvasya, everything is gone. So, okay, now what's the next step? Any guesses here?
Next we are going to do abhyasa.
Abhyasa. Liti dhatu anabhyasa. Yeah, liti dhatu ho.
Liti dhatu anabhyasasya.
Liti dhatu anabhyasasya. So now we'll become, so if you do the abhyasa karyam that we know, what will you get, what form will you get?
Bhu. Bhu.
So bhu, then we'll do rasva would have been done, right? So
then next
abhyasa we'll give bhu. We'll end up with bhu. So what is the final answer we're looking for? Looking for babhuvuho, right?
Right.
Babhuvuho. So again, back to the same concept which we talked about before. By the rules that we know so far, that you know so far, the form should have been bhu in abhyasa. So that you should be able to say with 100% confidence. So far. In the abhyasa bhaga should have been bhu. So something must be there. Where will you find the sutram now for this? Where will you find the sutram for this now? There is a special sutram for this, which we need to now do in the, I'll say all the abhyasa karya niyamaha is saptamasya adhyayasya chaturte pade.
I thought we will do bhu first and then hraswaha, make it bhu, I mean short bhu,
Yeah,
and
bhu.
then go to abhyasa charcha and make it
Bhu. So bhu will become bhu. But you want bo. But in abhyasa you want bo. So after applying all the rules that you know, you're going to get the form bhu. Anishta rupam syat. You get the wrong form. So now you must look for a new rule. Where would you find the new? What I'm asking you is that where will you look for that new rule? Where would you expect to find that new rule? In the abhyasa karya section.
Yeah, all the abhyasa rules are in 6.1 somewhere, I think.
No, 7.4.
Oh, 7.4, okay.
End of 7.4. So here you will find some of them are general rule, the one that we use all the time.
Yeah. Hraswaha, koshu, abhyasa.
Koshu and urat.
Urat.
This is for any abhyasa, but there are special tools down here, special abhyasas, which are when certain lit follows, when sun follows, etc. So here is the liti. So liti.
Yeah.
And there is
Yati.
bhavateraha. Bhavateraha. Bhavateraha.
Bhavateraha.
Alontasya. So if the dhatu bhu is there, lit pratyaya is following, then you should take an akara adesha alontasya, that bhu becomes bha.
7473. Oh.
So how to find these rules is we applied an abhyasa that we know, and we got the wrong answer. So chances are most likely in this abhyasa karya section, end of 7.4, what is some specific rule? It's not that many rules. You can just glance through and find something there. Right? Of course, for a dhatu is very easy. You can go to the dhatu vritti, get the answer. So various ways to get the answer. See, as long as you know, you cannot memorize everything. As long as you know how to get the answer, that's good enough.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So bhavateraha. So 7473. Okay, now let's do that. Let's use bhavateraha, and we're going to do abhyasa section tripadi karyam. So we're going to get ba. So I need one more sutram here. Which I need to make a vakara over here. So I need to get the vakara over here. So that's a little bit difficult. So there we can go to the dhatu vritti, and there he will give the sutram for that. How we got the vakara over here? Because normally if you have bhu plus us, if you get the, is this a uvang adesha? What do you think?
Oh, uvang. Oh, okay. Yang
Not
uvang.
uvang. It's not uvang. Uvang will only give you short u, not long u.
Okay.
So it will not give you the, it's not uvang adesha. Uvang we know how to make. We can use 76477, Ashishun Dhatu Dhruvam.
Satishji, I thought it's Samprasaranam. No?
So Samprasaranam is the reverse of yan. So right now the Angam was bhu. There's no yan involved at all. So there's no question. Samprasaranam is when the ik come in place of yan. Right now we want the vakara to come in. We want the word to come in. That will not be samprasaranam, right? So samprasaranam when the ik comes in place of a. Okay, let's look at this. What the Vyakhyanam says. Actually, I happen to know the answer, but this one we can also look at on the problem with bhu has been the first dhatu. It's like 20 pages over here. But let's see, we can find it. Yang sanantaha napumsake striyam, because the very first dhatu in the dhatu vritti, so he goes in great detail. Okay, let's see if we can find the form. I'm looking at the very beginning of the Bhuyatam. Okay, here we are now. So it takes a long time to find this one because, okay, Bhu, Lang, Lit, okay, Lot, Lit, okay, Lit, Rokshe, Lit. There he gives a sutram which is, let's see, he gives Dhatu Dhruvam, Chitrabhat, and Bhu is 6-4, no, Vukaha, so Vuk Agamaha. Get the Vuk Agamaha. We want to find a sutram, we'll get just the Vuk Agamaha. This will be in 6.4. So 6.4. So Paroksha, Lit, etc. He gives Richa, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes on and he does all of that. So 6.488.
Are you looking at Bhaimi?
I'm looking at the Dhatu Vritti of Sinus.
Oh, Dhatu Vritti, okay.
On page 15. Page 15. Yes, Bhuvo Vuk Lung Lito Ho. Bhuvo Vuk Lung Lito Ho. Ajado Lungi Liticha. Vidhiyamano Ho. Vuk is Nitya Karyam. The Nitya Karyam. Nitya Vriddhim Vadate. So this is the Nitya Karyam, so nothing can stop this one. The Bhuvo Vuk Lung Lito Ho. So 6488, we get the Vuk Agamaha. That will do it for us now. 6488. So Vuk means Ajanu Takito, goes to the end of the Bhu, become Bhuv. Once you do that, of course, then we do Abhyasa Charcha. and we got Jan. So there's two special rules here, especially with dhatu bhu. This is what I say. Is the most used dhatu, the dhatu bhu and kru, etc. They get transformed the most. So dhatu bhu of like yushmad, asmad, they get the most, even rama shabdaha. The most exceptions, right? So we had two rules here. Bhavateraha and bhuvavuk lung litoho. Bhuvavuk lung litoho. Bhavateraha is abhyas kajinyamaha. Then bhuvavuk lung litoho. Ajadi. Lit pratyaha or ajadi lung pratyaha. In that case, you get the bhu gets the vuk agavaha. So, alright, so babhu bhu. So, final translation, let's see. You want to do it first when? Let's see if I can have the page for you. If I can have the page. Do I have the page? Do I have the page? Okay, I have it here. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. No, next page, is it? No, I'm sorry. What number is this? Is this one? Okay, I got it. Okay, 60. The quarters. What the word for the quarters? Which one you want to make?
Quarters?
Is dishaha.
Oh.
Disha is quarters. Having their locks of hawk's wings, rough and of grey color.
Okay, that's the Shenapaksha Paridhu Saralakaha.
Paridhu saralakaha.
Paridhu Saralakaha.
Maybe the pari is putting maybe paridhu, maybe all around, maybe her. Or maybe the alakaha is, I think, maybe these locks, which are kind of curly locks, maybe.
Locks.
Could be her. So that is the one. Shena paksha paridhu saralakaha. With their clothes of evening clouds steeped in blood.
Wet with blood. Wow. That's the second. Their clothes vasasaha.
So therefore,
evening
is vasas. Yeah. So the evening is this evening cloud is Sandhya. Cloud is Megha.
Cloud Megha. Steeped in is
Ardra.
Ardra.
And vasas is clothes. And therefore is in brackets. Like is Iva. Woman is what?
Angana.
Anganaha. In their menses.
Says Rajaswalaha.
Rajaswalaha. With their grey locks of hair. He's connecting from both sides now.
Same. Okay, but
he got that also.
Same. They're not fit to be looked at.
So where is babhuvuhu? Not is
Avaloka.
Avalokana kshamaha. That is fit to be looked at. Fit to be looked at. And not is no. And where is babhuvuhu?
Now, avalokana kshamaha is, okay, that's positive.
Yeah, positive.
Okay, then no makes it negative. Okay.
Negative. Not fit to be looked at. So that was the imagery here in this interesting image. I mean, this Kalidasa can give all kinds of upamas to this interesting one.
So he's saying that the evening clouds that is red is not to be looked at. Is not that good to look at.
He's saying that, particularly with the dust flying around, he says that that's what for your eyes. So that is what I think it's more with probably with the dust aspect in terms of the clouds.
Yeah, right. Because otherwise it's something beautiful to look at.
Yes, but I think the prior one was the one which is given not to look at things.
Okay.
So okay. It says that Bhaskarascha Disham Adhyuvas Yam Tam Shitaha. This is the typo here. Tam Shitaha should be Tam Shitaha Paribhayam Bhavasire Ksatra Shonita Pitra Kriyochitam Chodayantya Iva Bhargavam Shivaha. The vibhakti is what I'm saying is Rashmi, what I'm saying is that if you look at the vibhakti on the between the upama and upameya, so dishaha is and rajaswala is prathama also. In this case, it's probably not that important because it is only Prathama only is there. But sometimes you have 2, 3 things, something Prathama, something in Titiya, something in Panchami, and so we have to know what side of the Upama is for what, So what is Upama for what, you have to match the vibhaktis on both sides. So when there is something in the Upama which is in Prathama, it will be qualifying, it will be an Upama for something which is in Prathama in the Upameya. Same thing with Titiya, whatever, Ditya, Panchami, whatever it is. So that way, in this case, it's very easy because it's only one vibhakti being used here. Everything here is Prathama Bahushanam. So, this, everything is Prathama Bahushanam, so it is very straightforward. But when you have more than one vibhakti, if we just say, when you have more than one vibhakti being used, then in that case, you can use that to decipher, what's being compared to what. But here we don't need that because everything is Prathama Bahushanam. Okay. Bhaskarascha disham madhyavasa yan tam shitaha pratibhajam vavasre kshetra shonita titra kriyochitam is chodayantya iva bhargavam shivaha. Padacheda again, you want to try that? Padacheda for again? Okay.
Yeah. Padacheda Bhaskaraha
Cha
Disha Madhyuvasa.
Disham Adhyuvasa. So Adi Uvasa. Like Uvacha become Uvasa. That Uvas.
Oh, okay.
Adi is the Upasarga. Adhyuvasa.
Yam Tam Shitaha Pratibhyam.
Yam Tam Shitaha. Shitaha. Because see, this is the Vavasire is a plural form. So Shivaha, that Shiva, the Shita is qualifying Shivaha.
So in the shloka, this is typo?
Typo, yes.
Oh.
Look at down here.
Yeah. See, down below I see it. Yeah.
It is a typo. Sorry, I should have the typo by hand, but yeah, Shita.
Yeah. Pratibhyam
Vavasire.
Kshetra Shonita.
Kshetra Shonita
Pitra Kriya Uchitam.
Kriya Uchitam. So this is the whole thing is a compound. Whole thing is
Udayantya.
No, it's Chodayantya. Not Chodayantya.
Okay.
Iva
Bhargavam Shivaha.
Okay. Now, again, here also the Iva is their usual trademark. So Shivaha, the jackals, or like the hyenas, whatever. They're being compared to, Chodayanta Iva. They were as if, there is no Upama as such here. They were as if they were propelling Purushurama. So Bhargavam is from Bhrigu. Bhrigu Rapatyapaman Bhargavaha. From Bhrigu is Adapatya. And so in Bhargavam, what more sutram? You need one more sutram here. Because Bhrigu will be like Bhargu. So how will you get, what do we need here? Can you reverse engineer this form for me?
Bhrigu.
So Bhrugoha Apatyapaman, so Tasyapatyam, right? Tasyapatyam.
Right.
You get the form
Bhrigu
Tasdipatya, yes, Shashti Tasyapatyam. Okay. What sutram will you like to have?
Okay. So first we'll do the same Taditeshu Samadehe. So we'll make it.
That is fine. We can do that.
That's easy. Yeah. The gu to become a would be.
To get Bhargava, what could you what would you need to have here?
Gava. It'll be Gua.
One operation that you need.
Ava. So it has to become Ava.
Yes, it has to become Ava. Very good. Has to become Av.
So,
what becomes Av?
It has to be a guna.
O becomes Av, so it has to be Guna. So see, if I can get a Guna operation for you, your job will be done. So basically, we are looking for a sutram which will do the Guna of the U. Must be in the Bhasya Adhikaraha.
Right, right.
So you can look at scene 6 in the Bhasya Adhikaraha. You can find a sutram which says the or guna here is or guna sadhite.
Okay.
If you have a purnantamangam followed by the pratyavistadhita pratyaya, then you will take gunaha. 64146 is the one. 64146, that's the special sutram. Like Raghavaha or gunaha. 64146.
Okay.
So now we can make the form Bhargava. So we use 64146, gunaha. Of course, we use the usual 72117, Teshvashamadehe, Uran Raparaha. In this case, Uran Raparaha. Bharga, then U became O, then of course Echo Yava Yavaha. Okay, so Bhargavaha. So the shloka is that these jackals or these jackals were as if instigating. They were as if instigating Parashuramaha, what it seems. So now let's do the first part. Let's go to the commentary. We shall do commentary first, then see how far you can get.
Yeah, Bhaskaraha.
But no commentary. No commentary first.
Right. Everybody knows Bhaskara.
Bhaskara Suryaha. Okay.
Yam.
Now.
Disham.
Yam Disham. No commentary. So that direction which the sun was. You really want a saptam here, isn't it? That's why it's going to go Sutra. Adhyavasa. Adhyavasa, no real commentary on the form itself. So, but he gives like he paraphrases it for us. He paraphrases it for us. Paraphrases it, saying Yasyam Dishi Ushitaha. Yasyam Dishi Ushitaha.
From where he arises?
No, Dhatu is was. Was is to stay, to
where
dwell.
He is.
So where he stays, where he lived, where he was present, where he resided. So that direction in which the sun was residing. So Tam Shitaha Shivaha, the jackals who had taken recourse to, who were resting on, so who had gone to that direction, they were howling terribly. Patibhayam
okay.
Careful, they were howling. Dhatu gives down a vast. They were howling. And they were as if propelling, they were instigating Parashurama, who has a long adjective over here. Kshatra Shonita Pitrikriya Uchitam. Long adjective of Parashurama. Kshatra means Kshatriya. So Kshatra Shonita, Kshatriyanam Shonitam. Shakshita Purusha, collapsing the bracket now, this comma is collapsing it. So the blood of the Kshatriyas. Now, Pitrikriya is, like Shraddham, etc. So, I can say Pitranam, Kriya, so it's Tarpanam. Tarpanam, in Tarpanam of the Pitrus. So, it's Yatra Uchitam Parishitam. To one who was very used to performing Pitru Tarpanam, using the blood of the Kshatriyas.
Oh.
This is the adjective Bhargava.
So Uchita is used to.
This is Parishitam. Parishitam means that he abhyasta means that he had abhyasa, he had practice of doing that. So
because Uchitam sounds like appropriate. That's a
fit to one who was fit to do that. You say in English, this guy is fit to do this. He's used to doing it, right? He's kind of that's his normal thing.
Okay.
When you say he's fit to do this, means that can mean that's his normal thing. So Ushita can mean fit to, but here who's used to doing that.
Okay.
Ushita can also mean used to. The one who's used to doing Pitru Tarpanam with the blood of the Kshatriyas.
Oh my God.
Adjective for him. So here he says Kshatra Shonitena. Again, no Vigraha Vakyam for that part of the compound because it is a Shakshita Purusha. So Kshatranam Shonitam. Kshatra Shonitena. Sthitya Tatpurusha. Pitru Kriya. Pitru Tarpanam. Pitrunam Tarpanam. So the Kriya is specifying that it's Tarpanam. Tatra is the what kind of compound is this? Is a Saptima Tatpurusha. It's not a Bahubri. Tatrami Saptami Tatpurushaha. So one who was well versed, one who was used to, well versed in performing Pitru Tarpanam using the blood of the Kshatriyas. So such a Bhargavam, which is Ramam, Parashuramam, he was being instigated by these jackals who were howling in a very ugly manner. So having taken recourse to the direction in which the sun was situated. Now this is something I think that when these jackals apparently they howl in looking at the sun, that is supposed to be a very bad omen. Bad omen. I think here, if you look at Deodar's book, he has given some commentary on here. There are all these omens, he says that female jackals, Shiva is a female jackal, Shivaha. You will come to it in a second. Female jackals howling with their faces towards the sun forebode evil.
I see.
That's something which I know. That is the. Otherwise, you don't understand why he's talking about the sun.
Yeah.
The jackals taking with that direction. So they kind of howl at the sun, so to speak. So let's follow the commentary. The first commentary he makes is that he says Disham Adjivasa. He says Yasyam, Disham Ushitaha. So what has he done here? Removed Upasarga Adhi. And so Adjiva, instead of Vasa, he made Ushitaha. He made a participle form. So Dhatu was is taken Sampataram. Go to in a second. But then he also made the Dvitiya into a Saptami now. In the shloka you have Yam Adjivasa. Then he made Yasyam Ushitaha. Special sutram for us. So, next sutram he gives sutram. Upanvadhyang Vasaha. So Upa, Anu, Adhi and Ang. If these upasargas are used, then with the dhatu vas, in that case the adhikaranam gets the karma sanyaham. Adhikaranam gets the karma sanyaham. So normally this is adhikaranam, isn't it? That the direction in which the sun was situated. But because the adhi plus vas is being used, therefore upan vajjang vasaha. Upan vajjang vasaha. So upa, anu, adhi, ang vasaha. Let's look at 1448. Again, any sutram given as a commentator. Try to make sure you understand that why he's giving that. So 1448. There is a section called Karake. 1423 starts Karake. The sutram says that the look at the sutram. Upa cha anu cha adhi cha ang cha upanyajyang angaha tebhyaha vas tebhya vas upanvajyang vas tasya. So this is the compound. So upa anu adhi ang ityavam purvat vas dhatoh prayoge adharaha yat karakam tat karmasanyam bhavati. Normally you have the you get the adharo adhikaranam. In this case, the adhara is getting the karma sanya because the dhatu vas has been used with the upasarga adhi. Upan vajjang vasaha. So okay, that's he explained this usage. Of course, when he gave the paryas, the vachanam, he removed the adhi. Then he could say the yasyam ushitaha. Yasyam ushitaha. So that is the one sutram that he gives. The word ushitaha comes in Gita. Ushitva shashvati samaha. Uchinam shrimatangehe yoga bhrashto vijayate. So dhatu vas. So vas is, let's see, in the santeshu. Do we have any dhatu in the vas shanteshu? I think because let's see if it is going to be a Udattopadesha, Udattopadesha, Santeshu, Gasvasati Dvau. Oh, your problem now. Because in the Santeshu, what I'm talking about is Idagamaha. The 7 to 10 is telling us this is the Anudattopadesha Dhatu. If you look at 7 to 10, it gives a list of these 103 Dhatu, which are Halanta Dhatus, which are going to be Nudatu Upadesha. So in the Santeshu, Santeshu, Gas Vasati Dvau. Gas Vasati Dvau. Because the two dhatus, Gas and Vas. And dhatu Vas in the Bhadigana. It says Vasati. Because Vas, I think, also in the Adadigana means to clothe. So this dhatu Vas only, that's why Vasati is input, because Vasati means that Shap is input to show us that this dhatu Vas in the Bhadigana. And the dhatu Gas, they are anit dhatavaha. Means they should say, they should not say that. They said, you should say Anudhatu Upadeshau dhatu. Anudhatu Upadeshau. So this means they will not take me by 7 to 10. Ekash Upadesha Anudhatat. So now here's a job for you, and you have to find a sutram here, which will put the Viragama back for us. Viragama will start by 7 to 35. We need to get the Viragama back by some means. So how do we get that now? That is the Anveshanam Kartavyam. We have to find a sutram here in the 7.2 section, which is going to be from 7 to somewhere here. Let's see. We can quickly eyeball that. Okay, we have to go from 7 to, you can go really slowly, from 7 to 35 to about that one. Let's see. 35. Isha Saha Lubha, not there.
How about 51? No, 52.
52. Vasatik Shudhorit. Vasatik Shudhorit. That we got it, 7 to 52.
Yeah.
That's from 7 to 52.
So Vas gets it again. Okay.
So specific Vishesh Vidhanam. So Vasate Tva Nishthayoho. Only specifically when the Pratya Tva or the Nishtha Pratya follows. Or the
Ushita. Okay.
Ushita. We're not done yet. Only got Iragama so far. So let's get the Iragama. So 7 to 52. So let's finish this form. In Gita, Ushitva Shashvati Samaha. So 7 to 52. Okay. So we got Vas plus E with Nishtha Pratyaha by Sutram Nishtha. Nishtha, there are two places. So be careful. But this is the one that comes in the Bhuti Adhikaraha. It's called remove the Lashak Patatite for the Kta Pratyaha. And then Iragamaha by 7 to 52. Okay, now what else do we need?
We have to figure out how to do Samprasaranam.
Samprasaranam. If you can do that. So where is Samprasaranam? There are two main sutras, 6.1.15, 6.1.16. So 6.1.15 it says Vachi, Swapi, Yajadi Nam Kiti. And the Yajadis are the last 9 dhatus in the Bhadigana. Bhadigana, the last 9, Dhatu Vas is in that list. So that's why by 6.1.15 Samprasaranam. And now we get Us plus Ita. This is 6.1.15. Along with Samprasaranacha, Purupur Ekadesha. Because what happens, only the Vakara becomes U. But you have Va, A, Sa, right? So that will become U, A, Sa. So you need to make Samprasaranacha the Purupur Ekadesha.
Right,
we need, otherwise you go back to Yan Sandhi otherwise.
Yeah, right.
Only Vakara becomes U. So Akara avashishyate. Akara is still there. So Ukara Vakara yo hosthane. Pururupam ekadesha Ukara bhavati. Uskita.
Okay.
Now we need one more rule here.
Now we have to make Mudanya.
Mudanya. So Sutram which normally uses what? Which is the Adesha Pratyayoho.
Adesha Pratyayoho, I thought was...
That will not do it here.
No, because that means the Shakara is already there.
No, because this is not a Pratyaya Sakara. This is not a Adesha. This is for the Dhatu Vas.
Yeah.
Sakara, exactly. This is Sakara already there in the Dhatu. It didn't come as an Adesha.
Right.
So it's the next Sutram.
Oh.
Yeah, right below that. So 8.3. So 8.359 we normally use. This is 8.360. 8.360 is what you want to use. It says Shasi Vasi Gasinancha. Shasi vasi gasinancha. Word like shishya.
Vasi.
Gasinancha. So dhatu shas, vas or ghas. If we have these dhatus, then their shakara also qualifies for that. Shakara. In this case, the dhatu vas, so 8360 is going to be the one that we can use to finally get the form for Ushita. So this has a couple of these little bit of interesting rules. First problem we got was it was the, and of course put in Gita, where it comes in Gita chapter 6. Ushitva shashvati samaha suchinam shrimatangehe yoga bhrashto vijayate. Chapter 6 towards the end. Maybe around 40-ish. Let's check. Gita chapter 6, looking at the form Ushitva shashvati samaha. Yes, 41, not bad. 41.
Yeah.
41, so very close. This is the form Ushitva in Gita. Ushitva. So that is also Gita. So first thing we had was anidhatu, I should say anudhatu pushadhatu, viragamaha samavati. Vishesh vidhanam is the Vishesh vidhanam was 7 to 52. 7 to 52, which we saw. We say the dhatu was and dhatu I think should it was right. 7 to 52. Look at one more time. So these two dhatus take the iragamaha twanishtayoho. So vasati kshudhorit. This anuvritti of twanishtayo coming down. Twanishtayoho vasati kshudhorit. In your sutram repeat 5-10 times. Vasati kshudhorit. Okay, let's go back to this. Did we get everything now? Okay. Now he gives us this Shivaha. Shivaha is that now you have Yattat construct. Again, you have the same gender number, may not have the same vibhakti. In this case, it's a coincidence. In Dvitiya Ekvachanam, so that is only a coincidence. Samana lingam, samana vachanam bhavati. Sarvatha tu vibhakti samanana bhavet. Atratu bhavati. That is the yam disham. Yam disham bhaskara ajyo vasa. Tam eva disham. Shivaha Shitaha. So Tam Disham Shitaha. Shitaha means they've taken recourse to Shivaha. Shivaha he says Go Mayavaha. Sorry, Gomayavaha. Sorry. Oh, a big difference, right? Goma is cow dung. So Gomayavaha. Gomayu. This is those I think this go means they make this terrible sound. Gomayavaha. So he says, go to Amar Kosha. Striyam Shivaha. Shiva is Bhurimayu, Gomayu, Mrigadhurtakaha. Might be a part of Veda here, possibly. I think Bhurimaya, I think it must be Bhurimaya. Let me look at Amar Kosha that we have. I hope all of you using Amar Kosha that we have. So Bhurimayu. So Bhurimaya is a typo in there. Bhurimaya, Gomayu, Mugadhurtakaha. The Bhurimaya. Those are many tricks. Those who can do many tricks. Many deceptive tactics they have. Bhurimaya. Gomayu. Gomayu is come from this. Go is in the sense of Shabda. So those who make this howling sound. Mugadhurtakaha. The cunning among the beasts. So they are the jackals. So Shiva, Striyam, can only be used for feminine, not in masculine. So that's the Amar Kosha course. Next one I think we already did. Kshatra Shonitena Ya Pitrikriya. So the Pitrikriya Pitritarpan which is done by the blood of the Kshatriyas. Tatra Uchitam Parichitam. One who was used to that. That Bhargavam, Chodayantyaha, Kledayantyapo, Gita, Nashainam Kledayantyapo. Shugal also is jackal, yes. But here, Shugalaha, it can be used, doesn't have to be feminine. Now, this is the word Shivaha is used. Let's look at the word Shugalaha. See if we can find Amar Kosha. Sorry. Shugalaha is Shugalaha. Shugalavanchakaha. Okay. Let's see if we can. This one. Sriyam Shiva. Oh, this is the next one. Shugala Vanchaka. Shugala Vanchaka Kroshtu Jambuka. Yes, it's the same. It's part of the same sutram. Comes the next one here. So Striyam is in the feminine. They get the word Shiva. It goes on for the next two. So if you want to look at all of them, let me see how many are given in total. So this, let me give you, if you want, I can give you go through all of these. So 255 is the shloka number in Amar Kosha. Of course, Amar Kosha also has some part of Vedas, but let's try to look at 255. See how many words they're giving in total. So he has given a total of 10 words for Jambukaha. So one of them is Striyam Shiva. So Shiva in the feminine. Then Bhurimaya, Gomayu, Nugadhurtaka, Shugala, Vanchaka, Kroshtu, then Pheru, Pherava, Jambukaha. These are the words that he gives. So he has given 10 words. Yeah, Jambuka is also one of them. But Shugala, Shiva can be used only in the feminine. That's the one. So let me give you what.
In Apteji, the word Shiva doesn't have jackal. Only Shiva has the word jackal, and it says in general. It doesn't mean it's feminine jackal, female jackal. It's just jackal.
Oh, is it?
I mean, it says in general. It says.
Oh, you mean the word is? I see the word is feminine. I got it. The word is feminine.
Yeah, word is feminine, but the animal itself could be male or female.
That's good point.
But that's what it seems like.
No, you're right. So this word is used in the feminine, but it could mean, doesn't have to mean the feminine, female jackals.
Yeah, right.
Give me 1 second. Let me give you all of these, because he clubbed them all together, So he made them all as the, So it says, so Shiva, feminine, word is feminine. Then Bhurimayaha, Gomayuhu, Nugadhurtakaha, Shugalaha, Vanchakaha, Kroshta, Pheruhu, Pheravaha, Jambukaha iti.
Yeah, because all of them are masculine. All Jambukaha.
Yes, except Shiva.
Yeah.
Except Shiva. Okay, so that's what he gives. Good to Amar Kosha. So then he gives Chodayantaha, Dhatu Chud. I think we've done this many times. No, Dhatu Chud at the Pratyaya Nich becomes Chodi. Chayanam Kledayan Jyapo. Same as Gita. Klid becomes Kledayati. Hetumati Nich. The positive form. So Nacha Kledayan Jyapo maybe 2.20ish. Let's see. Here is Kledayan Jyapaha. So 223 in Gita. Kledayanti. So this, of course, that's a Tingantam form. Chodayantyaha. What kind of form is this, you think? Like Nadi Shabda. Chodayantyaha. Pratama Bhavachanam. Chodayanti Parvadikam. So Parvadikam Chodayanti. Chodayanti plus the Pratyaya just is being added. Only Yan Sandhi. Chodayantyaha. Chodayantyaha. This is the present part, Shatru Pratyaha. Let's put something down in the document for that. So first thing we did Dhatu Chud. I think maybe become Churadigana, Dhatu Chud. And so you get Swarte Nich, so it's not Hetumati. So let's see Dhatu Chud in Apte, how where it gives. If it's already in the Churadigana, then we find the meaning itself is a causative meaning. So
direct throw forward origin.
Chud is, This is again the apte in this online apte has a typo. It says 1, it should be 10 U. 10 U. Chodayati chod. So churadi gana. So we can use 3125 swathe nich to direct, to urge, to drive on, to push, to propel, to prompt. So okay. So let's do that one. So we can use the reason we want to find out is because if it's swathe nich churadi gana, use 3125. Hetumati 3126. So first we do this one, and we get the form chodi, which gets the new dhatu sanya form by 3132. And then we can bring chodi plus lat. In place of lat, we do pratyaya shatru. So we get chodi. Skipping some steps over here, we get the pratyaya shap in between, because we get the shatru pratyaya, talavya shows in it. So by sutram, okay, shatru pratyaya. So this what we used was 32124. So 32124. First of all, we get the vartamane lat. Shatrishana chava pratama samadhikarane. Shatrishana chava pratama samadhikarane. So pratyaya shatru comes in here. One more thing I mentioned last time is that here we are pratama, don't we? We are pratama. The sutram says apratama samadhikarane. But there they make an extension of that. This 32124, the prior sutram is vartamane lat. So even though the anuvrutti of lat was available to come to 32124, again Panini says lat in 32124. That is the nyapakaha of the atideshaha. You have to extend this sutram. That sometimes it can have pratama samadhikarana, like we do have right now. Chodayantya is pratama bahuvachanam. So Panini says shatru shansh cannot be used pratama samadhikarane. But because lat to the anuvrutti is coming down, again Panini has used lat. They use it as an excuse. Sometimes you can also use pratama samadhikarane. Okay. Or you can find some other sutram below that. There are some specific rules this other way out. So now what do we get here? So chodi plus shap plus shatru. Of course, the shap will cause the guna of chodi become chodai, become echo yavayavaha, chodai, chodayat we got. So we can get applying the usual rules, we get the form chodayat. So this we did, of course, the sarva dhatu kardhakayoho gunaha, echo yavayavaha. In the meanwhile, we got chodaya. Of course, the mark, as I said, this aya. Aya is the one that you want to hone into. That is the one which will tell you that nich has taken guna likely and combined with the shap to get aya. One more thing is that shap is not for first guna. Shap is default for all dhatus. Sarva dhatu ke kartari. Only in the second gana, etc., it gets overruled. But for all derived dhatus, only shap will remain as the default. It will not get overruled. So 7384, 6178, then do atogune. Between yakara of shap and yakara of shatru, do atogune. The last thing we need is we have to make it show the yati by adding show the yat plus the pratyaya ni by ugitascha. This shatru by having the ru as an it, ugit, is going to get the pratyaya neep is going to come in here. So, and when that happens, you also going to get the numagamaha. That completes the final thing for us. We'll look at the sutram for that. So, it show the yant plus neep, pratyaya neep. Okay, so now what we need first, we got sutram 4, I think it's 416, ugitascha. Ugitascha. So ug is an it, that brings in the pratyaya neep, ugitascha. That's number one. Second thing is that we need to look for a numagamaha. So that numagamaha, 7181, we say shapshanor nityam. Shapshanor nityam. What does that say? Sutram achi nadyornum. Achi nadyornum. So if you have an adantamangam, avarnantamangam, which case we do have. What do we have? This what for the shap, the angam for the shap that we had was chodaya. Chodaya was the angam. Angam for the Shatru. Angam for the Shatru was Chodaya. So that angam was ending in a avarna. When that is the case, this and the following is either the neuter duo or this nadi stri pratyaya, long e. In that case, there is a num agamaha. Num agamaha. So now Achinadyornum says that if we have the avarnantamangam followed by this she, which is the napumsakalinge prathama or ditya dvivachanam, which you don't have, or nadyoho. When nadihi means that in this sutram nadi means a three pratyaya e. The num agama comes. Now, if that happens to be a shap or a shyan pratyaya, is num agamaha is nityam. For 7180, anurutya of va was coming down. So va. Let's take if you have a one dhatu like ya, second gana becomes yati or yanti. Both are possible. But if shap or shan is involved in that angam, then in that case you're going to get a nityam. So 7181 is sutram shap shanor nityam. So that chodayanti, that this takes a numagamaha. And once you have that 7181, you decline like nadi, so becomes chodayanta, like nadyaha. Right, so chodayanta iva. Now pratibhayam is bhayankaram. Pratibhayam is, you can also make it either as a paradi samasaha. So pratigatam, so that which has Patigatam bhayam is one way to do it, or you can say, so one way to do it is to make it a pradi samasaha. You can also make it as a kind of uttataha, like we saw like in a couple of classes ago, I think, or last class. Same thing. We can either make it patigatam bhayena. Patigatam bhayena iti pratibhayam. That which has been approached by fear. It's full with fear, fearful. Fearful. There's another way to do it, the pratibhayam. You can also say it, this is one more way to do it, is you can make it like a bahuvri compound. Bahuvri compound, and pratibhayam is patigatam bhayam asmin itivaha. So that in which fear has approached, fear has come to. So either one of them, you can either make it pratigatam bhayena, pradisamasa, or pratibhayam, you can make it pratigatam bhayam asmin iti. So that is, even if you look at Devada's commentary also, he gives these two ways. He gives so Devada has good notes at the back. So in that he gives pratibhayam is pratigatam bhayam yasmin karmani tadyatha tatha. So this is a kriya visheshanam. This is an adverb now. Adverb for the dhatu vas, vavasire. So they howled in a very fearful manner. In a very fearful pratibhayam vavasire. So it says patigatam bhayam yasmin karmani tadyatha tatha. So that is pratibhayam. So that is this bhayankaram is the paryaya shabdaha. Vavasire is ruruvuhu. Ruruvuhu. So dhatu ru is taking. Add the pratyaya us. Make the uvangadesha ruruvuhu. So ruruvuhu is the paryaya of vavasire. So vastru shabde iti dhatu lit pratyaha. Then he gives tirascham vasitam rutam. Ityamaraha. Tirascham vasitam rutam. So when the tirascha is tiras dhatu anch is being used, tirascham is, you can pashunam, you can say. So those who are, those who go kind of horizontal, sideways, not vertical like a man. So tirascham vasitam rutam. So the noise that they make is called, this dhatu vastru is used in that. Now vavasire, again, vas, you get the rasva haladi sheshaha. Only thing is that the litas tajor eshirech. Litas tajor eshirech. That sutram is only one special sutram. We'll stop with that. Vavasire litas tajor eshirech. So abhyasa karya when we do rasva haladi sheshaha and vasire. you can use Special Sutram 3, 4, I think it's 81, just the Jore Shirech. Alright, when you want to just finish off for us, do the honors.
We will try.
Alright, now is this
Okay.
I think it's 3 in 2 pages. Okay. Let's look at it. And resorting to is what? Shitaha. Shitaha.
Shitaha.
Shitaha resorting to.
So there's a heap of lights.
To the quarter. Quarter is Disham. Disham.
Resorting to the quarter Disham. Okay.
Which the sun had occupied.
The sun. The bus is occupied. Okay.
So
Ushitaha is.
Yam is. No. This is in the shloka. What do you have in the Mula Patha? We have
Ushitaha.
Adhyuvasa. Adhyuvasa.
Oh.
Ushita was the commentary down there.
Ushita was the previous one. Okay. Oh yeah, commentary. Right.
Commentary.
Okay. Yeah.
So occupied is Adhyuvasa. Okay. Yam is which? Direction is Disham.
And there.
Sun is Bhaskaraha. So that is all.
You're right.
We got those. So next, the and is the ch, of course.
Cha.
So now the next page, it says the female. It says female jackals.
Yeah, I don't know. Because the word is female, I think he's translating as female jackal.
Let me see what he says. He says even the other says female jackals howling with their faces towards the sun. So maybe we look this up. Maybe it means female jackal. I looked that up. So anyway, female jackal, this Shivaha, began to howl Vavasire.
Vavasire. Terribly pratibhayankaram. Urging is the Chodayantyaha.
As it was Iva.
Iva. The son of Bhrigu, Bhargavaha,
who was
accustomed to Prochitam,
to worship
Pitrukriya.
Yeah, the worship is Kriya. I think just Kriya. I think it's Kriya taken as food.
Mains of the father? Mains?
Mains is the Pitru. It's called Pitru. They call him mains. Pitru of his.
Oh, wow. I don't even know the name. Okay.
This is mains of his father is because his father was killed by Kshatriya.
Right.
So he used the blood of Kshatriyas to to kind of propitiate the mains.
Mains.
By means of the Titya Bhakti is the blood is
okay.
Shonita, or the Kshatriya Kshatra Shonita. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the next sloka next time. If you have any questions, this one we'll also take next time.
So 6
Ekadashi, happy Ekadashi to you all. And we'll do the Mangalacharanam. Ramo Rajavanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Vaje Ramena Vijata Nishachara Shamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Stada Bhautame Bhorama Mamudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Shri Ramanama Varanana Kundam